It's a chill source of meaning when the soaking solid ground will not echo to the footfall of the sentinels dull around. God's blue star-spangled banner tonight is not unfurled. Surely he has not deserted this weary warring world. I peer into the darkness and the crowded fancies come. The night wind blowing northward carries all my heart toward home. For I listed in this army, not exactly to my mind, but my country called for helpers and I couldn't stay behind. So I've had a sight of drilling and have roughed it many ways, and death has nearly had me, yet I think the service pays. It's a blessed sort of feeling, whether you live or die. You helped your country in her need and fought right loyally. But I can't help thinking sometimes, when a wet day's leisure comes and I hear the old home voices talking louder than the drums, and the far familiar faces peeping at my tent door, and the little children's footsteps go pit-pat on the floor. I can't help thinking somehow of all the parson reads about that other soldier life which every true man leads. And life's soft-hearted creature seems a saying in my ear, I'd rather have you in those ranks than to see you brigadier. I call myself a brave one, but in my heart I lie. For my country and her honor, I am fiercely free to die. But when the Lord who bought me asks for my service here, to fight the good fight faithfully, I'm skulking in the rear. For I listed in this army, not exactly to my mind, but my country called for helpers and I couldn't stay behind. For I listed in this army, not exactly to my mind, but my country called for helpers and I couldn't stay behind. For I listed in this army, not exactly to my mind, but my country called for helpers and I couldn't stay behind. For I listed in this army, not exactly to my mind, but my country called for helpers and I fit them in this arm. For I listed in this army, not exactly to my mind. For I listed in this army, 'cause I'm blessed in this army. It's a blessed sort of feeling, whether you live or die. You helped yoke your country in her need and fought right loyally. For I've had a sight of drilling and have roughed it many ways, and death has nearly had me, yet I think the service pays. It's a blessed sort of feeling, whether you live or die. You helped yoke your country in her need and fought right loyally. But I can't help thinking sometimes, when a wet day's leisure comes and I hear the old home voices talking louder than the drums, and the far familiar faces peeping at my tent door, and the little children's footsteps go pit-pat on the floor. I can't help thinking somehow of all the parson reads about that other soldier life which every true man leads. And white soft-hearted creature seems a saying in my ear, I'd rather have you in those ranks than to see you brigadier. I call myself a brave one, but in my heart I lie. For my country and her honor, I am fiercely free to die. But when the Lord who bought me asked for my service here, to fight the good fight faithfully, I'm skulking in the rear. And yet I know this captain, I'll often care to be, he would never get impatient with a wrong recruit like me. And I know he'll not forget me when the day of peace appears. I should share with him the victory of all his volunteers. And it's kinda cheerful thinking, beside the dull tent fire, about that big promotion when he says, come up higher. And though it's dismal, rainy, even now with thoughts of him, camp life looks extra cheery, and death a deal less grim. For I know he'd not forget me when the day of peace appears. I should share with him the victory of all his volunteers. And it's kind of cheerful thinking, beside the dull tent fire, about that big promotion when he says, come up higher. And though it's dismal, rainy, even now with thoughts of him, camp life looks extra cheery, and death a deal less grim. But the fire is dead, white ashes, and for I seem to see him waiting, where a gathered heaven greets a great victorious army marching up the golden streets. And I hear him read the roll call, and my heart is all aflame when the dear recalling angel writes down my happy name. But my fire is dead, white ashes and numb, for I seem to see him waiting, where a gathered heaven greets a great victorious army marching up the golden streets. And I hear him read the roll call, and my heart is all aflame when the dear recording angel writes down my happy name. Well, the fire is dead, white ashes, and the death is chilling cold, and I'm playing win the battle when I've never been enrolled.